provide will be very useful. We appreciate it. And we're talking right now with Jessica and Heather from Family Links program. And if you're somebody who likes smoking, you probably don't like what we're talking about today, because we're definitely anti-cigarettes here today and all forms of tobacco. Jessica, you had a chance, not only to take some kids down to Montgomery to meet with legislators, but also to deliver a large stack of letters that kids wrote, and I'm sure that some of those letters were pretty emotional.
Oh, very emotional. First of all, I like to say, I don't want to be an enemy to anyone. I don't want people to not like me. My stepdad is a smoker, and we have a great relationship, but he's a very respectful smoker. He goes outside. He doesn't smoke in the house or in the car, so we have a great relationship. But I'm certainly not an enemy. I'm just trying to promote healthy communities. But I promoted a volunteer project in the community. It was a letter writing campaign, and basically kids in the county, if they wanted to, they could write a letter to their legislator asking for a smoke-free Alabama, and they could write on their little postcards anything they wanted to say about why they wanted a smoke-free Alabama. And we had over 500 cards that we sent to the legislators, and some students, they were so passionate about it, they wrote 3 or 4 cards, and it said some pretty sad things. I mean, things like, Mom, you know I have asthma. Why do you keep smoking inside the house and in the car with me? Mom, I know how hard it is to quit smoking, but is there any way you could go outside? I've asked you, can you please do this for me? Just some really sad letters, showing why they felt like they deserved to breathe clean air. Because they're learning in school how dangerous it is. We know far more about tobacco today than we did in the past. So there's a generational gap there where, adults and grandparents, they don't quite know all the things that our kids today know.
Or at least they didn't when they started.
Exactly.
And now, in some cases, they don't want to know. It's hard. Nobody's saying it isn't, but it's worth it. All right, so how about Kick Butts Day? We talked about that a little bit, but
yes,
we got some activities that are coming up with that we want to talk about.
We've been doing a lot of Kick Butts Day activities. We start at the beginning of March, and we kind of do Kick Butts activities through the whole month of March, not just on Kick Butts Day. We did an information table at the Quintard Mall called They Put What in a Cigarette, and we put out a display showing people exactly what's in a cigarette. People don't know that it's things like arsenic, which is in rat poison, ammonia, which is in cleaning products, acetone, which is in fingernail polish remover, butane, lead.
And all these things are going in your body.
Exactly. Not just if you are a smoker, but if you are breathing in secondhand smoke, these chemicals are going into your body.
And I even saw a study here a couple of months ago about third-hand smoke.
Yes.
Where
that's
even
big
people
right
who
now.
have been around somebody who's been smoking, they can affect somebody.
You're going to hear a lot more about third-hand smoke coming up in the near future, because we now know that the most recent Surgeon General's report tells us there is no safe level of exposure to tobacco smoke. So third-hand smoke, basically when people smoke, that smoke goes somewhere. It clings to upholsteries and clothes.
The other day we worked a case. Nobody was in the house. We had to go in the house, but they smoked in the house. Nobody was home. Nobody was there. Walked in the house, walked out, smelled like cigarettes.
Yes.
Wow.
So it's not pleasant.
No. And you hear a lot of girls that say, I just had a shower, I just washed my hair, and I'll walk into the movie theater, I'll walk into Walmart, and my nice smelling hair went out the window. So, but back to your question, what all are we going to be doing for Kick Butts Day? We are going to be doing a persuasive letter writing contest, and basically all the 6th grade students from Sachs Middle School, Weaver Elementary, Welborn Elementary, and White Plains Middle School, they're going to choose a loved one, and they're going to write a persuasive letter convincing that loved one to quit smoking for good. And there'll be a 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place winner from each school, and then one overall winner, and they'll win a medal, a Kick Butts Day t-shirt, a goodie bag full of prizes, and hopefully their picture in the paper to inspire them to stand out, speak up, and seize control against the tobacco industry.
Obviously, you're doing a lot of stuff to reach the kids, which is very important, because that's where the addiction usually starts, as we talked about earlier, but you're also trying to reach out to the local businesses to make a commitment to be smoke-free.
Yes, I'm glad that you mentioned that. If there are any businesses in town, whether you are a hospital or a sheriff's department or just a little mom and pop store, and you want to commit to being a healthier place of business, if you want to commit to being smoke-free, we want to honor you. We want to say thank you. So we'll come out to your business and we will give you a certificate as you sign the business endorsement as a way of saying thank you and as a way of honoring you.
Matthew, what's it like at the jail these days?
It's smoke-free. I'm not saying that they don't get some in there at some point in time. I'm not saying that, but it's a big deal. People come in, they smoke their whole lives, they come to jail. It's not allowed. We don't allow it to come in. It's considered contraband, and they can be in trouble for it. And if an officer brings it in, they can be arrested for it.
So one of the best ways to quit smoking is to get arrested, right?
Well, I can
You're
tell
going to
you,
go cold turkey.
but I can tell you this, and this is a true testament to how it affects people. Somebody can be in jail a year and not smoke. When they get out of jail, the first thing they do when they get out, they'll go ask somebody for a cigarette. So it's not all about a physical addiction. It's about a mental addiction where they like it, they don't want to stop. And that's the first place that I think you have to go to want to stop is in your mind to make that determination.
I'm glad that you mentioned that, because that's something that I teach the children all the time. Because nicotine is a stimulant, it doesn't calm your body down. In fact, it speeds your heart up and it affects your central nervous system. So after the nicotine enters your body shakes a little bit more. So it doesn't calm your body down. It might be a mental thing, but it does not calm your body down. And so that's kind of this myth that, they say, my aunt says, my grandma says that it calms them down. It may mentally, but it does not do that to your body. It makes the body more tense, more stressed.
Sure. So Heather, when are you planning on quitting smoking?
I don't smoke.
Oh, okay.
I'm not even of age to smoke.
Very good. Trying to trick you there.
Proper response when coming on Calhoun County's Most Wanted.
Well, a lot of great information. Some people probably didn't catch it all, but they can get in touch with you and find out everything they need to know, right?
That's right. Contact me at Family Links, and our number is 820-5911. And we look forward to hearing from you. If you have any questions about this tobacco education or prevention program, if you want to be a business that commits to being smoke-free and you want us to come out and honor you, or if you'd like to book a free presentation for your business or your school or your church group.
All right, very good. Thank you for being here and for all the work you're doing. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, it'll be time for the Crime Stoppers segment of Calhoun County's Most Wanted, and we'll have our Crazy Criminal of the Week coming up.
And welcome to the Crime Stoppers portion of our show, brought to you by AnistonHeadlines.com. First up on our lineup this week, between February 28th and August 2nd. Last year, must have been a long time for that one. Vacant residence on Mud Street in East Aboga was broken into. Central heating and air conditioning unit was stolen, and damage was caused to the kitchen floor and ceiling. And here on March 7th, a suspect or suspects shot into the Calhoun County Water Authority pump station located on Mill Branch Road in Jacksonville. Damage was caused to the automated electronic communications box, a wall-mounted communications box, and the metal door. And here, between March 6th and March 8th, this residence on Lillian Lane in Anniston was broken into. They got away with a bunch of jewelry. And on March 8th, this residence on Boiling Springs Road in Ohatchee was broken into. Neighbor observed a black male carrying a flat-screen TV coming out of the victim's residence. The witness yelled at the suspect. The witness stated the suspect dropped the TV in the yard and took off running. Suspect ran into the woods and got into a vehicle parked on Boiling Springs Road. Suspect's approximately 6 feet tall and of slim build. He was wearing a red-colored long-sleeve shirt, blue sweatpants, light-colored bandana, and light-colored gloves. Suspect fled the scene in a burgundy-colored Chrysler PT Cruiser. And between March 8th and March 9th, this residence on Treeview Trail in Alexandria is broken into. They got away with some power tools and cash. And that's our Crime Stoppers cases for the week. If you have any information on these cases, please give us a call at Crime Stoppers 256-238-1414. Remember, we want your information and not your name.
All right, welcome back again to Calhoun County's Most Wanted. It's time for our Crazy Criminal of the Week. And Matthew, I'm not going to ask you about personal experiences on this one, but I know we've all heard the stories of female suspects, when they get pulled over for a traffic violation or whatever, will make illicit offers to try to get out of the ticket, right?
That happens. They like to cry too.
Mm-hmm. Well, we have a case today where a male driver got pulled over by a female officer and made the illicit offer.
That didn't fare too well for him.
No,
if it did, he wouldn't be on the show, would he?
No, he wouldn't be. So not only did he get the ticket for everything that she could think of, but he now is also arrested for attempted bribery.
Not to mention that he's on Calhoun County's Most Wanted for being just crazy and stupid, right?
Yeah. And we don't even want to discuss his
There's so many
reputation.
ways. There's so many ways you could go with that.
We'll just leave it at that. And at this point, we'll just remind everybody that if you want more great information, you can't wait for the next episode of this program to come on, go to Facebook and look for the Calhoun County Sheriff's Office.
Yes, we have a Facebook site. We're trying to figure out a way so we can put this program, at least a lineup, on Facebook. So if you miss it, you can go to our website and look at it at www.calcoso.org. Or you can go to Facebook and look us up that way.
All right, and you've got about, over 5,000 Facebook friends now?
It's over 5,500 people. We try to keep it updated. And the information we put on that is the same thing that would go out to any news media. We are linked to a couple of different places. AnistonHeadlineNews.com is linked to our website. So anything we put on Facebook goes to that website as well. And this is basically news releases.
All right, so check it out when you get a chance. That's all we have for this week. We'll be looking for you again next week, but hopefully not in the lineup on Calhoun County's Most Wanted.